Good evening everyone, welcome to JAIIB CIB English Medium channel. Hope you all are doing well, and our today's session is regarding Indian economy, Indian financial system. I guess you all are aware about it that we have started our RAFTAAR series in which we are discussing alternatively TTS Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday, your IE IFS and PPB sessions. So today we will be having our IE IFS session, and this is our 16th class of IE IFS subject. It means already the 15 sessions have been completed. If you haven't seen them, do go and check that out, because all the sessions of RAFTAAR series are very important for your preparation. In every session we are bringing certain set of questions which already been asked in the paper, like the topic. We know about the topic, that this topic have been asked in the paper, and on that topic we are creating certain questions for all of you that will be helping you out to prepare much better your IEFS subject, and the same going on for the other subject as well. Okay, so let's start with the first question of today's session, that is talking about, like, mark the incorrect statement in relation to the topic difference between the organized and unorganized sector. So as you all have covered module A and B, so this is very simple topic for you, which is very simple question for all of you, that you have to answer which of the following is the incorrect statement in relation to your difference between organized and unorganized sector. First is saying, if I talk about the types of sectors of the Indian economy, the primary, secondary and tertiary, these are the three basic core sectors of Indian economy that we already know. Apart from that, other sectors are there, like we can say organized sector, unorganized sector is there, sunrise sector is also there. So we have to cover all these types of sectors, right? So let's start with the first, that is talking about, the first statement is saying that the unorganized sector, okay, we are talking about that the unorganized sector is a sector where the employment terms are fixed and regular and the employees are get assured work. This statement further says that the organized sector is categorized by small and scattered units which are largely not registered with the government. Then second statement is saying workers enjoy the security of employment here. Okay, what does worker does? Worker enjoy the security of employment in organized sector, while in unorganized sector employees is not secure. People can be asked to leave without any reason, okay, in the unorganized sector. Now the third statement is saying organized sector is governed by various acts like Factories Act, Bonus Act, PF Act, Minimum Wages Act. Unorganized sector is not governed by any act. So now you have to answer which of the following statement is incorrect about the organized and unorganized sector. Let me know which statement is incorrect about the organized and unorganized sector. A, B, C or D? Okay, so the first statement, see, if we talk about organized sector is simply that sector which have total rules, regulations defined. The government is supervising that sector. Government acts and laws applies to this sector, in which all the particular terms are fixed for the employees. They will get a certain salary increment in a certain period of time, and they get a short work. That's the organized sector. Unorganized sector, which is not registered with the government, they do not follow any act of government, they do not get the assured work, and all of these things are there. So the first statement is saying unorganized sector is a sector where the employment terms are fixed. No, this is wrong. It should be like organized sector is a sector where the employment terms are fixed and regular and the employees get assured work. This is the organized sector. And it should be like unorganized sector is characterized by a small scattered units which are largely not registered with government. It means the first statement is wrong. This is the wrong statement. Second statement is saying worker enjoy the security of employment in organized sector, while under unorganized sector employment is not secure. People can be asked to leave without any reason. That's true. In organized sector job security is there, in unorganized sector there is no job security. Now third is saying organized sector is governed by various acts. That's true. Unorganized sector do not cover or is not governed by any act, that's also true. It means only first statement is wrong, so right answer will be D option. Only first statement is wrong here, so right answer will be your D option. Okay, now so you can see the difference between the two. Organized sector gives the fixed and regular employment terms, and the short work will be given to the employees. Unorganized sector covers small scattered units. They are not registered with government. Your organized sector is following all these laws of government, and here in unorganized sector they are not governed by any act of government. Then government rules are strictly followed in organized sector. In unorganized sector they are not followed. In organized sector, regular monthly salary will be given to the employees. In unorganized sector, daily wages will be given to the employees. Apart from this, you can see there is a job security in organized sector and there is no job security in unorganized sector. In the organized sector, working hours are fixed. In unorganized sector, there is no fixed working hours. Then the salary of workers will be prescribed by government in organized sector, and in unorganized sector they are getting whatever prescribed by government for the organized sector. Lesser than that they will get as a salary. Now contribution to provident fund by borrower by the employer will be done, and here no provident fund employer will be paying. Then increment in salary once in a while will be there. Once in a year a minimum increment company have to give, but here rarely it depends on the owners. Whenever they want they will provide the increment, otherwise no. Now benefits and prerequisites, if we talk about, the employees get the benefit like medical facility, pension, leave, travel compensation will be given to the organized sector employees, but unorganized sector employees do not get anything. Examples: government employees are organized, like the bankers, like you guys, you are the organized sector's employee. Okay, you works in the organized sector. Okay, the registered industrial workers will also be covered here. Now when it comes to the unorganized sector, shopkeeping, farming, domestic works, domestic helps, they all are the part of unorganized sector. Okay, so this is how we can explain the organized and unorganized sector. Okay, do remember that. Next question, we have marked the again incorrect point in relation to the topic role of mutual funds. So the question is about role of mutual fund, and the question is asking about the incorrect points related to that. The first statement is saying mutual funds allow investor to invest their savings across a wide range of securities and diversify their portfolio as per their objectives and goals. Second statement is saying that mutual funds are managed by professional fund managers who are responsible for making a smart decision in order to maximize yields while mitigating risks in the investing decision. Third is saying mutual funds offer relatively low liquidity. Fourth is saying mutual fund provide investor the freedom to earn on their personal savings. Investments can be as less as 500 rupees. And fourth is saying certain mutual fund investments are tax efficient and they serve as an income tax shield for the investor. Now out of these, of all of these, what do you think which statement is correct here? So when we talk about mutual fund, what is mutual fund? They are the professional investors. Mutual funds are what? They are the professional investors who know about the market, who know what market is best for the investment, who knows where the risk is more and where the risk is less. So what they do, mutual fund collects money from multiple investors. They pool money from the various investor, and then they invest that money in the diversified sector. Diversified sector means they are investing money in the different sectors, simply to minimize the risk, okay, and to maximize the profit. So that's what the mutual fund does. So first statement is very much true, that is saying that mutual fund allows investors to invest their saving across a wide range of security and diversify their portfolio. So that's what the mutual fund does. They diversify the portfolio. So the first statement is correct. Second is also correct, that it is managed by the professional fund manager and they are responsible for taking a smart decision that will be helping to maximize the return and that will be helping in mitigating the risk. So second is also correct. Third is saying mutual funds offer relatively low liquidity. That's not true. It provides high liquidity. Third is wrong. Then they can start investment with the minimum of 500 rupees. That's also true. And there are certain tax efficient mutual funds are there which become income tax shield for the investor, like the ELSS, equity linked savings scheme. That's also a type of mutual fund scheme and that gives the incentive on the tax efficient. Okay, so it means all the statements are correct Only the third statement is wrong. So right answer will be B option, that third only, because the question is asking about the incorrect option. So the incorrect option we have here is a third statement. So right answer will be B. Clear? Next. So now you can see here what mutual fund actually does. They collect money from the investor. So the mutual fund investor pools their money. Okay, they collect money from various investors. Then they invest their money in the securities, in different types of security, in different types of market. Then they generate income and dividend on that investment, and then they return that income that they have generated on the money of someone else, and again this cycle will continue. This is how the mutual fund works. Okay, they collect money from various investors, they invest that money in the diversified sector to minimize the risk. That's what the mutual fund does. Okay, next question. Read the following statement carefully and choose the correct option in relation to the topic regulatory aspect of venture capital funds. So related to regulatory aspect of venture capital funds, which option is correct here? So the question is, a venture capital undertaking means a domestic company, option A, that's saying whose shares are listed on recognized stock exchange in India. Second, which is engaged in the business for providing services, production or manufacture of articles or things, and includes such activities or sectors which have been included in the negative list by the board. So what do you think? Which one is correct here? A, B, C or D? Okay, so first statement is saying that the venture capital, that's a domestic company, they can go and list their share on the recognized stock exchange. That's not true. So first of all, venture capital are regulated by SEBI, and SEBI said that the venture capital cannot raise capital from public by issuing shares. So they cannot go to the recognized stock exchange to list their share. Second is also wrong, that they are saying those lists which have been added by the negative list by board, you cannot do business on that. It means both the statements are incorrect related to venture capital domestic company. Okay, both the statements are wrong. And if we talk about venture capital, they invest in the startup companies. So when the venture capital are actually giving fund to any company, they are doing investment, they actually invest in the startup companies. And when we talk about a startup company, means they are the unproven companies. They might be success in the future, or they might not. So the venture capital fund is actually a high risk investment, but also they cover a high potential of profit as well. So you can see this is a high risk investment, venture capital investment, and there is a chances of making high profit as well. So high risk, high return investment it is. So they are also based on a long term goals. Obviously, if you are investing in your startup company, you cannot get a shortcut to raise the revenue. So that's a long term goal. And they invest in these startup companies which have a potential to grow, which have a potential to gain profit in the future. And they invest in the startup company by buying the equity share of a company. It means the venture capitalists become owner of a company, they purchase a certain share of a company. Now investment will be generally done in the innovative projects like technology and biotechnology. Also the venture capital provider can participate in the management of a company, but they do not include themselves in the day-to-day management decisions of a venture capital. They do not involve themselves in the day-to-day decision making of a startup company. What they do, they actually make sure that whenever the startup company needs expertise, need experience advice, then they actually involve themselves in the decision making, otherwise no. Okay, but yes, they are allowed to participate in the management of a startup company. Obviously, they are the equity shareholders, so they will get this right. Now, in 1972, the committee which recommended commencing of venture capital business was, on the recommendation of which committee venture capital business was started? Is it Malhotra committee? Is it a Bhatt committee? Is it a Goipuria committee? Is it a Bhatnagar committee? On the recommendation of which committee the venture capital started? So answer is very simple. It's a Bhatt committee. Malhotra committee is always related to insurance. R and Malhotra committee. Whenever you read this committee name, do learn immediately that this is related to insurance. Okay. So right answer is Bhatt committee. Bhatt committee have given the recommendation to start a business of venture capital in India in 1972. Sorry. Now, next question is the penalty for non-compliance with CSR provision are. The penalty for non-compliance with CSR provisions are: first, at least 1 crore for defaulting company, at least 2 lakh for each defaulting officer, imprisonment provision of maximum 3 years of defaulting officer. Which one is here correct? A, B, C or D? So, first of all, CSR stands for corporate social responsibility. This is the social responsibility of every corporate to do something good for the society, for the community, for the other people as well, for the general public as well, in which it have been said under the section 135 of Companies Act that all the corporates have to use 2% of their profit to perform CSR activity, in which they can do any social work for the society, for the employees, for the community, for everyone. Okay, that like you have to do something like that that will be beneficial for the environment, beneficial for employees, beneficial for consumers, beneficial for community, for everyone. Like you have started doing plantation, that's beneficial for everyone. You have started helping the let's say elderly homes, like retired houses that we have, and you started helping the cleaning the city. You started a cleaning project in the city. So that's also kind of an activity that you are performing, social responsibility of yours. So earlier this non-compliance with the CSR provision used to be called as a criminal offense. It used to be the criminal offense, but now it became the civil wrong. So when it used to be the criminal offense, there used to be their 3 years imprisonment. This is in the case of criminal offense, and it was till 2019. Okay, it was till 2019. From 2020, it became civil wrong. If any company is not compiling with the CSR compliances, they will be doing a civil wrong, and that's why the imprisonment have been removed and only penalty will be taken 1 crore from defaulting company and 2 lakh for each defaulting officer. It means right answer is your A option. Right answer will be your A option. Clear? So do remember that earlier the CSR provisions non-compliant used to be taken as a criminal offense, in which 3 years imprisonment used to be there, but now since 2020 it became civil wrong, in which at least 1 crore will be a penalty have to be paid by the defaulting company, and at least 2 lakh for each defaulting officer have to be paid. Okay, now so you can see CSR is what? Is a voluntarily incorporate economic, social and environment obligation into business operation in order to achieve a long-term growth and demonstrate a beneficial impact on whom? On environment, on employees, on consumer, on shareholder, on communities, on everyone. It is defined under section 135 of Companies Act 2013, and the schedule 7 of the schedule 7 of Companies Act defines that CSR is trying to eliminate the hunger, poverty and malnutrition from the country. It used to be the criminal offense, but it now became civil wrong since 2020, and in 2020 the imprisonment penalty have been removed. Now 1 crore each defaulting company, 2 lakh each defaulting officer have to be paid. Okay, and now it is allowed that company can spend more than 2% also of their net profit on the corporate social responsibility. So this freedom also given to the companies. If you want and if you are capable, you can invest more than 2% of your net profit in the CSR activity. So do remember, CSR is a very important topic of your chapter. It have been seen in every paper, in every time of JAIIB IE IFS paper. In certain shift, it can be the first, second or third shift of yours where the question have been asked from the CSR. Okay, so do remember them. Now, the MFIs can be categorized under. MFI stand for microfinance institution. Okay, MFI stand for what? It stands for microfinance institution. And which of the following is the type of microfinance institution? First is saying not-for-profit MFI, second is saying mutual benefit MFI, third is saying for-profit MFI, and fourth is saying loss MFI. So which of the following are correct? Okay, so there are only three types of MFI. Not for profit is there, mutual benefit is there, for profit is there, but loss MFIs is not a type of MFI. So right answer is only first, second and third are correct. Now this for profit MFI, they are also named as a NBFC MFI, and they are the only type of microfinance institution which are regulated by Reserve Bank of India. Okay, they are the only type of MFIs which are regulated by whom? It is regulated by RBI, the central bank of the country. So right answer is B. And you can see we have not-for-profit, mutual benefit, for-profit MFI, which are also named as what? NBFC MFI. Now you can also see here the microfinance is actually divided into two parts, and these parts are related how we are making the microfinance services available to the people. So you have two options, by the informal sector and by the formal sector. So informal sector, we all know, the sector which do not have any regulatory body, which do not have any rules, regulation, restrictions, and the persons can do whatever they want to perform. So in the informal sector, we have money lenders, Mahajan, Shroff, landowners, they are the informal sector delivery channel of microfinance. Now in formal, we have banks, we have self-help group bank linkage program model, we have microfinance institution. So self-help group bank linkage model, we have three, model 1, 2 and 3, and similarly microfinance institution have three types: not-for-profit, mutual benefit and NBFC MFI, which is also named as what? For-profit MFI. Okay, so do remember all of these. Next question we have from the retail direct scheme. Question is saying which of the following is not eligibility, it is not the eligibility criteria for retail direct scheme. Like retail direct scheme was introduced by Central Bank of our country. It was introduced for the retail individual investors like us who should be having a better access to the government securities market. See, everybody is promoting government securities market because once the government securities market became easily accessible to everybody, everybody will be purchasing the government securities and the money will go to the government, and government can use that money until the maturity period of security comes for the development of the country. So the more better the government security markets become, or the more investments started be done by public on the government securities, then the more capital will be available to the government for the development of the country. And that's why this is always promoted. The selling, purchasing of government securities is always promoted. So first is saying PAN card is required to open the account. Second is saying NRI are allowed in the scheme. Third is saying account can be opened individually and jointly. Fourth is saying all are the correct. You have to find out not the eligibility criteria. You have to find out which of the following is not the eligibility criteria. A, B, C or D. Okay, so right answer will be here. Very good, it is D. All are correct. Right answer is D, that is all are correct here. Because PAN card is required to open the account, NRIs are allowed to invest in this scheme, as well as accounts can be opened individually and joint. So right answer is D. So you can see retail direct scheme introduced by RBI on 12th November 2021, and it is the market where we are promoting retail individual investor to participate in the government security market more and more. And the government security that can be sell and purchase here will be treasury bills, dated government security, sovereign gold bond, state development loans. And the scope of a scheme says that it is mandatory that the person should have a retail direct debit account, and the person is allowed access to government securities, primary issuance of government security, and the person can also get the access to the negotiated dealing system order matching platform. So this is what the retail direct scheme we are talking about. Okay, next question. Filling the blanks in relation to the scheme of Atal Pension Yojana. So Atal Pension Yojana, I guess everybody is aware about it. This scheme was introduced by Government of India in 2015 with the Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana and Suraksha Bima Yojana. All these three schemes was introduced by government in 2015 May from Kolkata. Okay. So Atal Pension Yojana is the scheme which is providing the pension to the people. Okay, on what category people we are, the question is asking, and how much pension they will get, at which age they will get this pension. So this is what the question, the paper, this is what these three filling the blanks question is asking. First is saying Atal Pension Yojana is a pension scheme launched by Government of India, which is focused on dash sector workers. Is it the organized or unorganized sector? That you have to find out. Second, under the Atal Pension Yojana, dash guaranteed pension of 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 and 5,000 per month will start after attaining the age of dash years, depending on the contribution made by the subscriber for their chosen pension amount. Now you have to answer which one is correct. So first of all, this is scheme for the unorganized sector workers, so you can eliminate the two options. And the pension they are providing, is it a minimum or maximum? It's a minimum, so you can easily eliminate the maximum. So right answer will be your C option. It is for the unorganized sector workers. It gives minimum guaranteed pension of 1,000 to 5,000, depends on your contribution amount and contribution age, and it will be given to the people who attain the age of 60 years. And it will be every month. So right answer is C. Okay, you can see here. It was launched by Government of India. The minimum guaranteed pension will be given, and this will be after the age of 60 years, and it is for the unorganized sector workers. Okay, 18 to 40 years people can enroll themselves in the Atal Pension Yojana. Okay, do remember the age group as well. Next question. Which among the following are included in the motor insurance policy? Which of the following are included in the motor insurance policy? First is saying fire, explosion, self-igniting lightning. Second is saying burglary, housebreaking, theft. Third is saying riots. Fourth is saying under influence of intoxicating liquors and drugs. Fifth is saying accident taken place beyond the geographical limits. And sixth is saying while vehicle is used for unlawful purposes. So which among the following are included in the motor insurance policy? Which among the following they are included in the motor insurance policy? A, B, C or D? Okay, so right answer here is under influence of intoxicating liquor and drugs. If a person got accident, then it is not recoverable. It's not covered under the insurance policy. Accident happened beyond the geographical limit, not covered. Unlawful purposes, you were using your vehicle, not covered. It means only first, second and third is covered. So right answer will be B option. Okay. Now what are the other categories that are included in the motor insurance policy? You can see all of these are included in the motor insurance policy. Okay. So do remember this. This is also the question that happened asked 2 times earlier in the IE IFS paper. So do remember these also. Okay. So that is all for today's session. Now we will be ending the session, but before ending the session, I would love to inform you all that we are introducing our first crash course for May 2025, or I can say the crash course for May 2025 is going to be started from 1st of April. So first of all, you have to download the 24/7 application to check that out. Go to the application, then go to the JAIIB May 2025. Here you will find the detail of the crash course. You can see English medium and bilingual, both the crash course are coming. So what you have to do, simply click on the batch. Do read all the details of a batch. This is a bilingual. I will show you the English medium. One second. So this is your English medium crash course. Click on the batch. Live classes, mock test, ebooks will be there. When you scroll down, you will find the study plan here. In all the subject study plan, you can check. Let's say I will show you the PPP study plan. The PPP subject is starting from 7th of April, 6 to 7 p.m. will be the classes of yours. Then you can go and check the RBWM classes. You can see RBWM is starting from 7th April also. IE IFS will be starting from 1st April, because obviously your paper IE IFS is on 4th of May. So 1st April we will be starting your crash course, and your AFM will be starting from the same 7th April. It will be starting from the 7th April. Okay, so this is your dates of exam, dates of your batch launch, or the subject is started. So you can see this every class detail also given in the study plan, like how many classes will be of module A, how many classes will be of module B, everything is given there. So now to enroll, click on the buy now option. You will get a 80% discount if you use a code that is Y496. If you use this code, you will get 81% discount from the RA24/7 application. So do make sure you download the application and then enroll in the batch, so that you will get 1% additional discount. Also do remember, if you have already Mahapack or increment Mahapack, then you do not have to enroll for separately. You will automatically get the crash course in your account, because Mahapack includes everything. That's why you do not have to enroll individually. So do remember, this crash course is starting from 1st of April, and this is your details of enrolling in the batch. If you find any doubt, you can ask us in the comment section. We will check your comment and answer you how to enroll, or if you are facing any other issue, we will be helping you out there. Okay, and do remember, 7 to 8 p.m. we are meeting regularly with your IE IFS and PPB session alternatively on the JAIIB CIB English Medium channel. So do make sure you subscribe the channel JAIIB CIB English Medium and press the bell icon, so that all the upcoming sessions notification will be given to you. Okay, so let's end the session here. We will see you again tomorrow at the same time, only on JAIIB CIB English Medium channel with the RAFTAAR series. Okay, take care everyone. See you in the next class.